And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with the Mega WoD Deathless Episode 1's Lifeless, this time Map 7, Mainstay. This is a fun map. There's quite a few areas, there's a lot of damaging floors and only one rat suit. So I'm going to show you basically the best order, how I think anyway, this map should be for level progression. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we are playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. 112 kills to be had, there are 2 secrets and 53 items to pick up. I do hope to be able to show you how to do all of that. Alright, well without further ado, in front of us is a chain gun. Yes, let's gladly grab that. And the bullets on both sides of these raised platforms. There's an imp on either one of these platforms, but beyond there are shotgunners. So we're going to just gently take out the shotgunners, and we're going to steal their rifle. Or shotgun, I suppose. And we're going to try to dispose of the imps efficiently. And there we are. So before progressing that way, we're going to continue first this way, because we have some ammo, but not a ton. So let's go ahead and take out our chain gun. And there are, as you can see, lots of bullets in this room. And if we're just judicious with our ammo, we can easily fill up, quite greedily in fact. There's a case right there with bullets. And now, subject to just running out of ammo later because you're, getting a little caught up in the moment, you shouldn't have too much trouble going forward with ammo. There are 3 shotgunners across. Unfortunately, one of them did tag us, but that's okay. And there's the third one. All 3. Oh boy, I've had bad luck today. So I think 2 of them did hit me. But anyway, be wary of those 3 shotgunners and do take care of them before they take care of you. Perhaps the chain gun would have been a better choice. In any event, we do have some ammo, so let's go ahead. There is a lost soul here to the left. Just be careful of the imps in the distance. I use the shotgun here for these 2 imps in the doorway. And switch back to the chain gun here for those imps, and there's going to be one to the right. We're not going to progress further. This is a damaging floor. There is the rad suit, but we will come back and grab it when the time is ripe, which is not yet. So let's just quickly double back. And now we'll explore this side. Now, it's a good thing we kept our chain gun ammo, because we're going to need it for these 2 pinkies. There's no berserk pack, so we're just going to have to do with our chain gun. I don't think there's a chain saw either. Unless you're using your weapons from a previous map, it's chain gun all the way for that particular spot. There are enemies above there. We're going to avoid them for the moment. We want to lure out this Spectre, because when we enter that area, we don't want that Spectre blocking our path to get out. I'll explain what I mean in a moment. Now we're going to head up. There is some ammo there. We're going to bypass it. We're going to go to the platform where the imp was, because as soon as we enter the area, all of the enemies that are above in the elevated area will teleport in. So let's get the heck out of there. Yeah, you can hear them coming in. And with whatever weapon you feel is best, in this case it's a shotgun or a chain gun, whichever one you have more ammo, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, dispose of the enemies. And there's usually 3 more. 1 gunner and 2 imps. Oh, and there's the imp. He almost got the jump on us. Last imp. If you need armor, there's armor right here. So I clear this area first before grabbing all the weapons. Just make sure you have enough to get through it. Armor bonuses, not only for 100%, it's always nice to have armor. So we're not going to progress that way. We're going to go back to where we first started and stopped at the goo line. That's the quickest way, I think, to get the rad suit. We're going to go ahead and grab it. There's going to be 1 imp left. Ignore those imps. We're going to take care of them at the same time. The blue key is not ready for us, but do grab the bullets. We're going to have to go around. Break out your chain gun, because what we're going to need to do, we're going to hit that switch, but then we're going to run all the way back and use the other side as a hold point, because a bunch of enemies are going to pop out here. This is a lot of damaging floor to run across, so let's get ourselves through here. There will be a little infighting, which is nice. You can use your chain gun, you can use your regular shotgun. Basically, at this point, whatever you have most ammo in, go ahead and use that. Thank you, shotgunner. That was quite nice of you to dispose of the imp. And so, while we're here, we keep our rad suit on, I guess. It hasn't run out yet, because Otherwise, if we didn't have the rat suit, we kind of have to jump around this little narrow ledge to get those imps, but we don't have to do that because the rat suit was taken at the right time. All right, well, speaking of that, let's grab the blue key and get the heck out of here before the rat suit runs out. I guess with narration, it doesn't last quite as long for gameplay. So we do have everything here that we need. We can either now, with the blue key, go to the upper blue door or the lower. I choose the lower. It's just more organized this way. So first of all, the Cackle is going to take some damage from the other enemies. It'll be a lot easier to finish off, and there will be some infighting usually with the imps and the gunners across the way. There is a shotgunner over there. Now, the only thing about going through the lower blue door is that there are enemies in an elevated position to the left and a little bit elevated to the right. So let's just be mindful of that. We do want to get rid of the enemies up above. There are more over there. We'll leave them for a moment. We're going to try to start some infighting for this area. The other side of where these enemies are is where the upper blue door is, and that's just a little bit messy and a little inconvenient for the moment for starting on that side. We don't want to start on that side. We do want a little bit of infighting, so let's go ahead. There are enemies above us. We're going to go take care of them in a moment, but first we're going to go in here, grab, this is an exit teleporter, by the way. You can't take it, and I'll show you where that secret teleporter is, really. That will come up fairly soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide in the red doorway, if you will, so we can try to snipe off those imps above. And the only thing up there, once we get to that spot, will be a pinky. We'll have to just deal with the pinky at that time. While we're here, why not dispose of the gunners and the imps? There's also some lost souls. They haven't shown up yet, but as soon as I peek my head around the corner, yes they are. And since we have the rocket launcher, we may use that on the Caco, if the Caco gets a little too unfriendly, and I think it is. Just be mindful, there is a Spectre below, so you don't want to blow that up in your face. Okay, that's fine. So we'll take care of that Spectre in a moment. Just the lay of the land here, we do have the enemy down here we want to dispose of, which is the Pinky, because once we're up there, we're going to try to get that secret, and the Pinky will rest below. Ideally, we'll also get that Spectre, which we're going to take care of now. I think we already got a few shots off. Now, this is the regular teleporter. I'll show you where that goes soon. But behind this wall, yeah, this takes us up here. And our only enemy remaining is the Pinky. So we'll grab that backpack. That's quite nice. Thank you very much. And a rocket. And this is the only way, really, to get that secret down there, which is where that gunner was, with the partial invisibility. Now, it could take mostly strafe running. I mostly get it without strafe running. As I may have mentioned in a previous video, I kind of suck at strafe running. So hopefully I get it in the first try, because it's kind of boring to watch me try to do this over and over again. So let's go. Nope, I felt that. Did not work well. My face is turning red. My shame is unbelievably measured. But we're going to try that one more time. Okay, hopefully we get it right this time. And let's go. Oh, yes. Like a champ. Now, to avoid taking damage, try to push forward as you land on the green. I took a little bit of damage, but not too much. And I think at this point, we've done what we can to clear the area. So, still with the blue key, we can snipe off some of the enemies through the speakable window, because the blue door, as you can see, is just beyond there. And from this vantage point, we can certainly have an advantage. Okay, now let's go through the upper blue door. There's a gunner straight ahead, and still using our partial invisibility as partial cover, I guess. Let's take care of some of the enemies. There are some gunners across. There's this Pinky here that wants to make our acquaintance. And there are some armor bonuses. Let's grab that. But first we're going to go in here, take care of these two gunners, because we're going to hit the switch. And that's going to allow more things to be accessible to us. Specifically here, we're going to have some imps coming out below. Let's see if we can get rid of them. And more importantly, we've opened up this area. As you remember, this is where they were teleporting in from the earlier melee. Yes, that's where we get the red keys. Let's go ahead and grab that. And now, these imps, pesky as they are, they must go. We could also run across and get that shotgun if you're getting really low on ammo. It is available. It's not a secret area, but you can go get it. Now, there are imps below. but we want to jump down here, grab the shell pack. I think that's it, yes. So we're going to run as quickly as we can to the regular teleporter. And this takes us back up to this familiar area. And we do have the red key, but we're not going to go through that red door. My preference is to go through this red door. It's a superior overhead position for that remaining Spectre. And we hit the switch, it'll raise the platform here. If you miss any of the armor bonuses as you're walking across this platform, as soon as you get to the switch where I'm pointing, it'll lower it again. But do pick them up as you go. There is a shotgunner in there. Dispose of the shotgunner, and then make your way across, hit that switch. As promised, the platform does lower. Now we pick up all these delicious ammo goodies. We can certainly use a refill. And before we head to the exit, and we can pick up some ammo here, we had released, by pressing that other switch, this sequence. We get a nice mega armor. Oh, and there is still one imp that did survive. So let's jump down here, press forward so we don't take any damage. And now there's a Caco left. Why not use our rocket launcher? Sure, why not? And that is that. Okay, well, let's just take one final count. Yes, all 112 kills, both secrets, all 53 items. You know what that means, indeed. We are done. And that is map 7 of episode 1, Lifeless, Mainstay. Really like that map. There's a certain way to go about it, certainly at the beginning. If you don't take the order that I think I've recommended, you're probably going to run out of ammo. So if you do it a little bit on a piecemeal basis for the initial enemies, I think you'll be in good shape, because once you've done that, there are lots of ammo boxes to pick up, and you should be fine the rest of the way, unless you're just firing wildly, you should be just fine. Anyway, if you did enjoy the walkthrough, maybe you got some good tips and tricks, or maybe you just simply liked watching it, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.